Can this Asus Memo HD7 from 2013 handle the tasks that 2018 gives it? Let's see and get straight into this video. Come on guys. So don't mind my blur in the background, my ugly face. It's just really sunny outside and that's my own fault. But yes, this Android is running Android 4.2.2, which is really old, but it's still capable of running newish software. So it's not the worst for a tablet in 2013 to be stuck with, but not the best. Okay, so as the name implies, this has a 7-inch HD 720p screen. I'm not too sure. I'm pretty sure that's a 0.2 megapixel camera. All I could find is the newer models of this one, but I know this is the oldest, the very first model. I think it's a 0.2 megapixel front camera. So on the side, this side is nothing. It's pretty just bland, like I said, like it is. The speaker on this is great. I'll get into it later, but that speaker goes across the majority of the back of it, and then on top of that is just some writing they have on it. Then heading up to the top of the back of the tablet, there is a 2 megapixel camera. Not the best, but it is 2013 standards, so 2 megapixel camera on the back is okay. So then on one side you have the memory card reader, and then on the other side you have the volume up and down switch and the power button. It's kind of standard places to put them on the side. They're kind of annoying to get at though. So to charge it, it uses a micro USB, which is common back in the day, and it has a headphone jack for audio out if you need higher quality audio. So what this tablet's good for is actually what I used it for, which was some light photo editing. I used Photoshop Touch, Pixel Lab, and Photo Resizer to change the aspect ratio for some photos. And for me, they ran pretty good on this tablet. I used it for that mostly, kind of just so I have the bigger screen over my phone because I didn't have a PC at the time. And Photoshop Touch was perfect, even though it wasn't actually on the App Store. I got it through, I think it was appmania.com, but it was still has all the newer Photoshop features, so that was pretty good. That's what I used it for, and I think it did a decent job. I made my logo, I made other people's logos, so give it a thumbs up in that category. So the speaker is, it's actually pretty good for a time. I'll give you guys a little bit in a second, but yeah, it's pretty good for a time. Best speaker I've heard on an oldish tablet. I'll just show this little NCS clip here real quick. And the best thing about it, there was no crackling at high volume. Okay, so you guys are probably like, Josh, where's the games? Well, I have Minecraft here, guys. Don't worry about it. Minecraft runs pretty smooth on this. It's a little bit choppy when the game first loads in, as usual, but give it a few seconds, fly around real quick, let the map load in. It's pretty slow loading, and everything will be fine. And the second game I tested during this was Gut Simulator. This is a pretty decent game, around 30 FPS, sometimes hitting the low 10s, 20s. But yeah, it was a really enjoyable experience, and maybe re-download it on my main phone. So yeah, that's a good thing. And I'm just gonna hand it back over to myself because I'm doing this in the voiceover because the audio is pretty shitty. But I did the last part as a vlog type thing, so I'm gonna hand it right back over to myself. Hope you guys enjoyed.
Yes, I would recommend it. Probably not. If you're looking for a tablet with some very light gaming or streaming tablet, or if you can pick this thing up for under €50, then yes, I would recommend it. Especially if you're a streamer. I find this especially helpful when I was streaming, if I was able to check the chat while I was on it. Instead of having it up on my screen over here, I was able to check the chat. But now I don't really need this anymore because I now have two screens instead of PC. so I don't really need this, but this was so helpful at the time, and I was able to do some light editing as I showed you before. So yeah, I would recommend this if you can pick it up for a very cheap price. These things, I've dropped it so many times. I got this all this back in 2013, as I said before. But oh my god, like, look at this. Look at that crack going down there. All I did was put sellotape over it and it's fine. It's lasted this whole time. I've even sold this and got it back to me. And it's still perfect, and this has been played with kids, and it's all my stuff on it now. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you guys next one. Remember, subscribe to my legend, and sorry for the inconsistent videos. I'll be on the grind of just sorting out stuff at home and streaming and stuff, so see you guys next video.